Hey guys, Omni here. We got some more DC news that I really wanted to talk about with you guys. It seems like ever since Zack Snyder announced that the Snyder Cut is officially coming, that we've been getting some kind of DC news coming out of the woodwork every day since. And yesterday we got a fantastic report from Deadline that has me really excited. And, you know, there's some finer details within that do have me and leave me a little disappointed. But overall, my general excitement in this case is overshadowing all of that. I think in this case especially, something is better than nothing, because they have reported yesterday that Henry Cavill is in talks to continue as the DCEU and Warner Brothers Superman. And that has me excited, because I think a lot of the problems that some people did have with the films that he was in, I don't think anybody really had a problem with the casting itself, because we've seen him do some more layered roles. We've seen him do fantastic things, and, you know, he's blown up with The Witcher and among other things here recently as well. And I think that a lot of people agree that he just didn't get a fair shake, or a lot of people's problems are not with him and just with the films themselves. And especially regardless of how you felt at the end of Justice League and how that all came together, I think a lot of people were left very hopeful of seeing another Superman outing with Henry Cavill with the way that all ended. And I gotta say, I was one of those people. I think the way that that film wrapped up, it was definitely leaving me hopeful to see Henry Cavill return and have another solo outing. And that's where the disappointment sets in. So I'm going to go ahead and get that out of the way. There are no plans to have another solo Superman film with Henry Cavill. That right now is not on the slate whatsoever. And right now, the current deal that they are working out is more in line and modeled after the deal that the MCU has with Mark Ruffalo with his character Bruce Banner and the Hulk, where he hasn't had a solo outing since The Incredible Hulk, which was distributed by Universal, not Disney. And that whole situation came about because Disney wanted to include the Hulk in the MCU, but they didn't actually own the distribution rights. So that created this creative need for them to try to figure out how can we use the Hulk without having a Hulk-led film, by sprinkling him in throughout these various films, having him be cameos, a supporting role, a part of an ensemble cast, and growing it out that way and having these arcs in the backgrounds of these other films, kind of piggybacking his way through this continuity. And that is kind of the idea that they are talking about here with this new deal with Henry Cavill, is that he's not going to be having any solo Superman films. We're not going to get a Man of Steel 2, but he will be making various cameos throughout the DCEU and supporting role appearances, as well as joining in an ensemble cast should they reunite for any sort of Justice League or anything like that, which opens the door because they originally wanted to do something like this with him showing up at the end of Shazam. Instead, they had to get a body double and, you know, crop out his head because due to legal reasons, scheduling conflicts, and among other things, he just was not able to do that role and make that cameo. So that being said, this opens the door for Henry Cavill to show up and be sprinkled in throughout the various entries that are going to be coming here in the future within the DCEU, whether it be Aquaman 2, a future Wonder Woman, the Flash movie, and the upcoming Shazam 2 and Black Adam films, which is going to be really interesting because the character of Superman, I think, has a really good mentoring relationship with Shazam, and I would really want to see them come together and do maybe like a double team up against Black Adam, like we saw in the DC animated film, you know, Superman versus Shazam. I thought that was a really fantastic, well-told story, and I was really looking forward to that tease at the end of Shazam 2 because you can start building up that dynamic. But then everything came into question about Henry Cavill's involvement and continuation within the DCEU. But it seems like we no longer have to worry because he will be staying our Superman. And I'm excited for that because I really think, again, that he was never the problem with that. I think he embodies the role very well. He definitely looks the part. And I think given the right directors, the right stories, the right scripts, that he can shine and take over. And I do hope that maybe based on the receptions of the Snyder Cut, maybe the reception of the Ayer Cut, maybe however this goes from here, and whatever the reception is to his appearances in these roles, in these upcoming movies, in these cameos, that maybe down the road there still remains to be the hope that he can have his own solo Superman film. I don't know. It seems to be completely out of the cards at this point, but it's something that I would like to see. But I'm just happy that he is still here. He is still our Superman and will be appearing, I'm assuming, quite soon. So with that news, guys, I want to know your thoughts, your feelings on this news. Are you upset that there's no plans to do anything with a solo outing with his Superman? Are you excited to see him kind of cameo and appear throughout the DCEU? What are your thoughts? Let me know. Sound off in the comments, and we'll carry on that conversation after the video. Thank you all for tuning in. I will catch you guys next time. Take care, everybody.